family, got all the time in the world, and when he's ready to come back, we'll sit down and we'll talk, and he'll get 100% support from me in trying to make his dream a reality.
When I said that, I never thought to perform to my best. Terry didn't let me. Terry done things to stop me performing to my best, so Terry deserves a lot of credit as well. I mean, in the stage of the fight, I thought I would do okay, but obviously he made the body shot in the second round, and I don't make excuses, the better man won. As I said before, Terry come in, he's the champion for the reason, and full credit to him. I hope he has a successful, gets them unification fights, what I believe he deserves.
How does he compare with Crawley? You fought Crawley twice.
Beat Crawley twice, he beat me, so he's better than Crawley, really. And I'm not just saying that being a bias, because Terry's sitting there, but Terry's the best I've probably shared the ring with. He's the almost awkwardest, and better man won the fight.
Do you suspect that Crawler is trying to avoid Flanagan?
Yeah, and avoid me most probably. But then listen, people are going to jump on a match about why I say this and all that. I believe that the two best lightweights in Britain box tonight. Terry's number 1, Terry won. I'm number 2. Crawler's number 3. Kevin Mitchell was probably number 4 till he retired. None of them were fighters. None of them will fight me and Terry. I know for a fact none of them will fight me and Terry.
And they've all been offered the fights, in writing.
He's fighting Barroso. It's a mad one. He's fighting Barroso. Terry went to the same school. Imagine him and Terry fighting in the FBN Arena. He's selling 20,000 tickets in an hour.
One who's king of the playground, as we said.
He's selling 20, and you'd earn a lot of money. Fight Terry, instead of fighting Barroso. It's mad.
Is it kind of promotional suicide for him not to have done that, Frank? Crawler to fight Terry well?
Look, boxing, there's winners and losers. But because you lose a fight, it's not the end of the world. How many guys do we know who've lost fights and come back? I was saying earlier on with Amir Khan. You look at Amir Khan, he got knocked out by Prescott, and now he's fighting Alvarez. Things happen in boxing. You lose a fight, It's how you lose. And sometimes it's not your night. And real guys come back. They come back and come back. And for me, if Crawler was to take the fight, it's not the end of the world. The loser could fight Derry, and then two can get it together, and then fight the winner again. There's fights to be made, and
keep the fight in Britain.
Why would you fight? What is the logic of fighting Barroso, turning down the money that I've offered? There is no logic in it, other than they don't fancy it. Because there's no other logic whatsoever in it.
But as I was saying, is it not for Crawler? Is it a type of promotional suicide? Because what is he gain from it?
If he gets beat by Bros, that's it. Because he ain't going to come knocking on the door here, that's for sure. So it is ridiculous, and for him, I just feel that sometimes in this game you just forget, put this promotional crap aside. For the good of it, get the fights on. A couple of weeks ago, the fight between, it wasn't a world title fight, but it was a British level fight. Bradley Skeet, Sam Edgington, get it, let them have it. Get on with the fight, do it. My man, for me, was going to win that all day long, in my opinion, and he did do. If their man can win, they walk away with a belt. They walk away with a WBO belt.
I think what we've got issues here is, Frank, because I speak with Eddie as well, because I work with Eddie and I've got fighters with him, the same as I've got fighters with Frank. It's about the same. I've got 5 with Frank, I've got five with Eddie. They want to put it on their show. So I think what Frank said was both of them put a sealed bidding together, and the winner gets the fight. And I'm sure, because Frank suggested it, he'd be happy for that. I feel like I should do that already and say, put your money where your mouth is, and let's do it.
But surely they're both winners as well in that situation, because financially,
of course
they've really
the first thing he needs to do is risk factor. The risk factor Crawler's got at the moment, the fight he's got, is to look at what is he going to walk away from that fight. What does he walk away with? How much is he going to? How much is he going to earn? And how much has he been offered? And I've got to tell you that I know it's vast sum of money, more money. And at the end of the day, at least he's securing his family if he gets beaten. and if he wins, you know, it's great. And if it's a great fight, it's a close fight, it's a rematch. It's madness. It's just crazy, and I don't see how the public can entertain that Barossa fight. I don't see how they can do it.
Is the fight gone now? Or do you think
Well,
they still talk them round?
They announced it
It's the
yesterday.
7th of May. They announced it. It's, you know, it's crazy, but the facts of the matter are actions speak louder than words, and those actions tell me that he didn't fancy either of these guys at all, because he didn't wait till after this fight before he's made the decision before the fight.
Did you ever come to blows in the playground or not?
No, he's a good friend. I know Anthony well. He's a nice guy, but
And he's a great kid.
Yes.
He's a great
He's a lovely
he's
fella.
hard not to
great
like,
lad, a
but
gentleman.
I think we should get on.
Does it frustrate you, Terry, the amount of publicity and credit Anthony gets and you?
Yeah, I mean, I keep myself to myself. I'm not one of them for going on Twitter and saying I'm this and I'm that, and going doing interviews. If a radio station phones me, I look at it and think, oh, I can't be bothered talking. I don't like talking. I'm antisocial. Don't have many friends. if I'm not in the gym, I'm at home.
I wish you couldn't
sleeping.
fight. I'm gonna go upstairs and drink. Very well done, mate. I want to shoot.
See you in a bit, mate.
See you later. Thank you. Thanks, Dan.
I mean, Terry, if you can get in the ring with him and prove who's the best.
Of course, I
Not moving out of the way, Matt.
I believe I am the best. It's for you to decide who's the best, but going off that performance, I'm not the best, but I'll be back to my best next time.
How do you think you performed in there tonight?
You don't have to look at his face to know that I didn't.
No,
There's nowhere near my best.
there's a couple of things. He's been on form recently, yeah, and you know you're going to have a bit of an off night sooner rather than later, and he's proved he can come through. First time he's been 12 rounds as well, against a good British fighter who's had 50 fights, and his career will go down in Britain, that is, as one of the best for what he's done. You know what I mean? 50 fights, hard fights as well. And
It's been at Tower for 10
he didn't box his best
years,
tonight,
hasn't
but last time he didn't box his best. After that, he's had 3 of his best performances.
It frustrates me when people are saying to me, what round you going to do, man? The people in boxing like saying, oh, it's easy night, early night for you, and it pisses me off in a way, because I knew it wasn't going to be an easy night. Derry's tough, he's at home, it's his first year fight. That's why when I did it, I didn't want to jump on him and blow myself out, because I knew he'd stay about until he was knocked clean out and he'd keep getting back up, so I knew I couldn't overdo it. So, but he was telling me to go forward, edging back, and I should have listened really. But
Was the spikes that you were showing tonight with the elbow and pushing his head back, was that frustration from you?
no, not frustration at all. It's just that
It was a fight.
probably the way I've been sparring. That's so I spar. When we spar hard and it's rough, and we'll push down on it and stuff like that. So it's just sparring coming out.
And Daddy's very cute as well, you know, he was forcing those situations.
And he's doing little snap tricks what he's learned over the years himself.
It wasn't a boring fight though anyway, was it? It was still a decent fight. Like I say, he didn't box to his best, but it's come out clear winner.
It's not a fight what I want to go and watch back, because I know I'll cringe at some of the mistakes I was
I
making.
won't tell you because I know, but I'm not giving nothing away.
So there was a bit of wrestling there.
I
at one
know.
point, wasn't there?
Do you
Why
think,
didn't
do you think
fight,
when
but I won't
obviously
say
you
now.
had that injury and you...
Yeah, I've not run for 4 weeks. I've not
Yeah.
run, not done nothing. He said it's not that at all, because
It's
you've
not
been
the
sparring hard. But it's in the back of my head. Like, it's thinking, not run, I've not done no sprints. I've better reserve my energy a bit. But he's saying it's not that you're fit, you're young. He's 32, you're a lot fitter than him, but still it's in the back of my head. I'm thinking, I'm not prepared. I was prepared for the other 29, but
Yeah, he's come away with 7 points when a point took off, so I think they might be being a bit harsh on the
I think
performance.
the other time, the plus is coming out. If you've not run for 4 weeks, you've just done 12 rounds. So you're that in your mind.
No,
you know
there's
you
some
can do it.
pluses in the fight, like I said. He's not boxed to his best, he's ended up a clear winner against a good fighter. He's gone 12 rounds, And you'd have nights like this, and it's how you come through and look at like Mayweather against what's he called, Madonna, is it?
Yeah.
He should have lost the first one, shouldn't he? So he's come through
Well,
well.
yeah, Dan, I think it was an entertaining fight, and that's what it's all about. And you know, you can't underestimate Derry. He won the interim title, so you know WBA interim title, which he gave up the fight. But next one, if Crawler don't want it, we're going after Linares,
Okay.
and that's where we're at.
That's when you see me at my best, when I'm boxing the best as well.
And let me tell you, you know, I'm safety first. A lot with bringing, you know, with guys, and I've said to Steve from day one when we talked about Terry, you know, I honestly do believe, I think he's, well, I honestly believe he's the best lightweight in the world. Absolutely believe that, and I'd love to see him in the ring with Linares, because styles make fights, and I think he would really shock everybody. It'd certainly shock Linares. And the fact is, he'd be going into a fight where a lot of people will make him favourite.
Yeah.
Tonight he was favourite. The last few fights he's had, he's gone in as the underdog.
And I fancy the chances going off that performance as well, so I'll come better next time and we'll beat anyone.
When are you thinking of Linares, and would it be Manchester Arena?
Well, wherever we can get it on, you know, we would obviously like to do it over here and probably get it on sometime around June. You know, that'd be about right, Steve?
Yeah.
Around June.
There's no chance of you waiting Frank till Crawler does fight on May 7th
Well,
and then...
you know, things happen, but we're not going to sit around. If he's going to fight in June, we're not going to wait till May 7th. Because after that, Crawler, if he wins, big if,
Yeah.
if he wins, then he'll be they'll be talking about yes, exactly. So he'll be talking about fighting in September, and he's not, you know.
Yeah, not worry about that.
I've got to tell you, it's a funny thing. You know, somebody said earlier, did it sort of upset him that Crawler's got more publicity. But it's been an unfortunate story in some ways with what's happened to him. So that's why he's got the publicity. On boxing, this is the guy. You know, he's gone from being ranked nowhere to being ranked in all different independent ratings as number 2 to Linares, and that tells you all you need to know about him. And where's Crawler? I think he's about number wherever he is. He's certainly well behind you, and that's what counts. You speak to anybody, especially after he's not his performance, the performance before in the States, they were like, "Who's that kid? Who is he?" You know, when that fight got the same as this one got shown in the States, they see it and they want it, and he made a big hit out there. And so tonight he didn't disgrace himself at all. He won the fight, and he won at times awkward fight, but won it, well won it.
Is it not worth you becoming a vigilante and chasing burglars around in
It might boost my profile a bit, might it?
Actually, it is. It's a shame because he actually is a burglar.
Frank, you make a good point though. If Crawler loses to Barossa, then he's blown it, because if he's got no belt, there's no way.
You know, we're not in the pension business.
Yeah.
You know, it's a fight that I just can't sit here and think of any logic to fight Barossa. I defy anybody to tell me why you would do that. What we're saying to him is, look, if the WBA say no, you've got to defend against Barossa, what we're saying is vacate that title, just fight for the BO title, and we'll pay you the same money as coming in without any belt. We'll pay you exactly the same money. Same thing we did years ago with who was it? Alfredo Gomez, I think it was, with Naz. He vacated his title to come and make the fight, and that's the same thing I'd want to do with this one.
Speaking of profile,
Frank, do you know what the situation with Linares is? Because didn't he do his hand?
Apparently he's busted his hand up, hasn't he? He's pulled out the fight.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do. But it's another case. Vacate the title. Come and fight him.
The fight,
You know,
but it aren't.
there's a thing. We're in a situation here where actually the belts. It's a belt. I mean, listen, he's very proud of the WBO belt. I know that. But the belt doesn't matter. The WBA will allow him to fight Linares. Will allow him. I know. Will allow him to fight him or Crawler. Even if they don't come in as champions. So what they got to lose? They've got nothing to lose at all. If they're as good as they think, they walk away with this. Another belt.
Is Terry now ready to sell out arenas, do you think? Or is it
I think he's getting there, you know. It's a bit like the Ricky Hatton story. I mean, you know, that wasn't an overnight sensation. That took us a long time to get there. I mean, we worked very hard over the years. The first time we sold out an arena with Ricky was when he fought against Costa Zoo. That was the first time we actually sold the place completely out. So that's the time it takes to...
Ricky, there was also Andy Frenella, other people like Gomez, Frank, you put them on as...
Yeah, and we put, but that's it, you know, and for me it's all about... Remember, we do this we're on Box Nation. So we're doing this on Box Nation, the fight gets a replay on BT, so it gets to there are 8 million subscribers now have the opportunity of watching the fight, so it's not like they're not getting seen now, getting seen, and we're on Box Nation. It's... You know better than I as far as sports head is concerned. They've got about 3 or 4 fighters in their head and the rest don't matter. World champions, some world champions. You know, for this guy here is, I think, is what we've got now, 12, is it? 11 world champions. I believe at least 4 of them are what I would say...
The number one.
You know, decent champions. And he's certainly one of those. Easily one of those.
Was there a moment in the 11th round where there just seemed to be just a flicker of fatigue? Where I just wondered whether you...
He told me to catch him coming in with a straight backhand, so I just
lay on the ropes.
I wanted to throw with him, but beating my speed. So I thought I'd stay about a bit, but I was always confident.
He's got a superb jab. I mean, you know, when
don't use it
and
enough for that.
that's what Sir John. But you're watching the way he tucks up. He sits in his arms. He tucks up well. The hands are high, and the jab is perfect. And he just stopped doing it at times in the fight, didn't he? And when he does it, no one gets near him. When he wants, he's a good boxer.
Didn't get going enough.
But then you've got to give Derek credit for that because he's obviously trying to disrupt your style. He doesn't want to use it.
Did you expect him to be as obdurate as that in the last third of the fight, as kind of hard to put away as that in the last third?
I don't really. I reckon if I'd have put it on him and kept it on him, he might have gone. But I knew I'd have had to knock him clean out for him to stay down. And I didn't want to overdo it and then him come on strong in the later rounds because I'd not run and stuff. But he's saying it's nothing to do with the running. I was plenty fit enough. It's just in the back of my head.
Tell us about the injury you've got there.
Yeah, I've got an injury. It cleared up, but I just didn't run because I didn't want it to come back.
Is it like a stress fracture or something in the toe?
Didn't want it to come back.
Sorry.
Terry, not just talking about tonight, but you're over. Have you got another level to go up? Have we not seen the best of you?
That's this one here. I don't think you've seen the best of me. I think you've seen me. Even in the last fight, it was at about 60%. So one night it'll all click and we'll be.
It clicked last time. It clicked big time last time.
I think he'll beat Lanada, so
do I. Absolutely fancy that fight big time.
I fancy the fight and he fancies it. I think we've got the style to beat him. We've watched him for 8 years. He used to watch him when he used to come round to my house. He used to say, I'd love to fight him one day.
DeMarco and that.
Stallinaris,
That's always been the plan.
No,
we used to rate him, we used to think
he's a good fighter. I'd love to fight him.
But then when we've moved up and he's still about, thinking, could end up fighting him.
Did you think you lacked confidence a few years ago then, and in the last couple of years, you know, Steve's really...
I always lack confidence in a way. I even doubt myself, like before this fighting, people say don't be daft, but then when I get in there, it seems to build the confidence as I go, but yeah.
It's almost like you don't want to feel overconfident because you don't feel you get the best out of yourself.
That's it, I have to have that little bit of fear to make me train hard and eat right and sleep right and stuff like that. So
a few people have said to me, did he think he walked through there? It's totally the opposite. It's the opposite. He didn't. People was worried that he won't get up for the fight. He's completely the other way. His training, what he's done, has still been intense and in there as it ever has been, and that's what will keep him at the top.
Is there a real hunger in you,
Yes, I want to be the best. Like I said before this fight, I want to unify the division, I want all the belts, I want to prove I'm number one in the world at lightweight,
Okay, guys.
Lovely, thank you.